The same reason why I don't cuss around my grandma. People find it crude and disrespectful. It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection, and if people hear it, they'll think less of you. I mean, they still hear the bleeps here, but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to. The same reason why I don't cuss around my grandma. People find it crude and disrespectful. It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection, and if people hear it, they'll think less.
Why do you hate rom-coms?
I mean,
or do you
they
just
still
feel like
hear
you
the
need
bleeps
to hate
here,
them?
but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to. The same reason why I don't cuss around my grandma. People find it crude and disrespectful. It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies?
I mean, they still hear the bleeps here, but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to.
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies?
The same reason why I don't cuss around my grandma. People find it crude and disrespectful. It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection, and if people hear it, they'll think less of you. I mean, they still hear the bleeps here, but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to. The same reason why I don't cuss around my grandma. People find it crude and disrespectful. It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection, and if people hear it, they'll think less of you. I mean, they still hear the bleeps here, but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
The same reason why I don't cuss around my grandma. People find it crude and disrespectful. It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection, and if people hear it, they'll think less of you. I mean, they still hear the bleeps here, but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to. The same
Why do you
reason
consider
why I
a
don't
woman
cuss
a
around my
tease if she
grandma.
doesn't sleep
People
with you after
find
3
it
dates,
crude
but a slut
and
if she sleeps with you on the
disrespectful.
first date?
In what
It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection, and if people hear it, they'll think less of you. I mean, they still hear the bleeps here, but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to.
World does no mean yes.
No means no.
Why?
What really happens is you go out for a drink and you're just horny as and you want to get a quick so you say yes, and then afterwards you realize how big of a mistake it was and you're like, I said no. And
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
no one ever said you couldn't be a leader, but when you've got emotional like you who have 1 week out of the month where you go mega, it's not a good thing, cause PMS, that's all I'm gonna say.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
I don't, and I don't really know any guy that does think this. I think you send a lot of signals that are very off and you're not cautious about it, and then when we act on those signals, you're like, what?
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
I don't, and I don't know most guys that would send dick pics. I know a lot of the time girls are either asking for dick pics or it's like a trade. There's like only super pervs and pedophiles that do that. And you know, if you know those pervs or pedophiles, block them. That's literally all you have to do.
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
See, I don't know any guys that do this unless those women or girls are being complete dicks for no reason. Then they start being assholes. But that's kind of the woman's fault for starting that. And if someone did that to my sister or girlfriend, I'd beat them the fuck up because it's not their right. Especially if my girlfriend or sister didn't do anything.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
What?
See, in a heated debate, both sexes will overtalk the other. But here are a few reasons why I might do this. Is your point valid? Is your point related to the topic? Is your point backed up by evidence? These are just a few reasons, and if I don't see this, why I might be like, shut the up, you don't know what you're talking about.
You have to sit with your legs so wide open.
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Because I have a balls, and unlike you, my balls are directly in between my legs. So if I close them together, I'm squishing those. This was kind of the topic of my last video. But if your arms are just down by your sides, it affects your boobs none.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex? Even though we literally birth you. Like watermelons through like this.
Why? You're perceived as the weaker sex because you do less dangerous jobs and you're not as willing to give up your life and fight. I'm not going to say this is all of you because I know there's a bunch of women in the army who are willing to give up their life, but I'm just saying it's more likely for men to do it. They're more likely to go out and hunt and risk their life. Also, I'm going to guess you've never had kids because you went like this. Now, you guys can't see me, but when you birth when you're a woman, your genitals, they dilate. And 10 centimeters dilated is way bigger than that circle she was holding up. Like, it's crazy how big it gets. And that's what You're not birthing from that small of a hole. You're birthing from like a giant hole. And plus, babies are also super like slimed up when they come out.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
Why?
Because we're taught from a little kid not to show our emotions. Also, if we do show our emotions, people like you make fun of us and put us down for showing our emotions. So you can't ask that question, then probably go to your boyfriend and when he cries because like his dog died, be like, oh, shut the F up. You're a man.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
We're not. Most men are just brought up this way to act like a man.
Why the isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gender?
The same reason why I don't cuss around my grandma. People find it crude and disrespectful. It's also the same reason why I bleep out all my curse words, because again, it's not a good reflection, and if people hear it, they'll think less of you. I mean, they still hear the bleeps here, but like, I try to not use the word as much as I used to.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Mainly because there have been more times than not where those accusations have been false, and that immediately ruins the man's life even after they've been cleared of all sentences. So it's just the natural way to doubt it. It's the saying, innocent till proven guilty.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Why?
Because most of the time she is. She's irritated from menstrual cramps and shit. And then when the one time she is not, she's sad. And she's just irritated. A lot of the time we don't even assume she's angry. You bring it up yourself.
Do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Well, first of all, it's not false advertising about my dick size unless I tell you I have a 14-inch dick. Or any size it's not. Yes, then it can be called false advertising, but you can't just say that my dick size is false advertising because it's something I can't control. You put it on makeup as a layer that I don't get to see of you. And basically, it is false advertising, literally. Like, say you see cigarettes, what if they painted rainbows on it and they just took away the cigarettes? And then when you go to buy it, it is cigarettes. That's false advertising.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
First of all, you're thinking of all the representatives and senators. Multiple women are representatives and senators, so that's just so wrong. It's not just old white men. Like, there's women. There's only women, just not as the president. Do you get that?
Do you have a coochie?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
The same reason why straight women are obsessed with gay guys. It's hot. And it honestly, we like women, so it appeals to us. Do you not get that? Again,
How does it feel to get kicked in the ball?
you ask that like you have kicked someone in the balls. But I don't know, how does it feel to get kicked somewhere when it immensely hurts? And you weren't even asking for it. That's why getting kicked in the balls hurts more than having a child. Because you ask to have a child. And you ask to have it again. But no guy ever asks to get kicked in the balls.
Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
No, because if you are a man, it's not something you have to try to do. It comes naturally.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
I'm not. I like strong women. What I don't like is how you third-wave feminists, you, are trying to have more rights than men. It's not fair, then you say, even after you're equal with men, that you're not equal.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal a dollar?
In what world does 68 cents equal a dollar?
Judged by the fact that you can't even keep your story straight, it doesn't. And you get paid the same. It's just more likely that men ask for overtime, stay late, and do more dangerous jobs. Women are also more likely to take days off to take care of their family when it's not needed, or just take a day off because they need to relax. After that, there's a little more of the video, but I'm going to end it here because it's already been a little late. It ran a little late. Thanks you guys for watching. If you're still here, comment down below. What games do you want to see me play? Today I played more GTA. I did a race. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It's been a real one, guys. Also comment what videos you want me to play down below. I'll see you in the next